Back with another motherfucking video with Sheree in the car.
Hey y'all.
So basically, thank you to all my subscribers and all of y'all supporting me and stuff. I really appreciate it. So y'all know when I hit 500 subs, by my mom's birthday. Oh, sorry, y'all. Oh, he let you over. Okay, so if I reach 500 subs by my mom's birthday, October 5th, I'll be doing a $200 giveaway. Either 2 people will receive $100 or 4 people will receive $50. You gotta turn around.
Yeah. I didn't know that lane was straight.
I'm dead. So, yeah. So let's make that happen. Let's do this. I'm trying to get monetized by the end of the year, y'all. We got to get monetized by the end of this year. Cause this YouTube stuff, they wasn't kidding when they say you gotta do a lot. Like, they wasn't kidding. So today I'm gonna tell y'all story time. Well, I'm in the car with Sheree. I'm gonna tell y'all a story time. I'm not sure if she know this story. Do you know this story?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah. Are you talking about what are you talking about, or
What I'm
was this the two of y'all?
What do you mean? Okay, so basically, the story time I'm gonna tell y'all about is the time when I believe I was a freshman in college, and I went to visit my quote unquote boyfriend at his college. That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
So so at first we was planning, like me and him, we was like, oh, like we should meet and stuff. And he would be like talking to me and be like, babe, like, you know, I be seeing all these couples, because we was dating at the time. So he would be like, babe, like, oh, I miss you. Like, oh, I be seeing all these other couples on campus and I be sad and stuff. And I was like, oh, I don't want him to feel sad or nothing. So I was like, okay, maybe one day I'll come there and see you or something. And he was like, yeah. So then I talked to my other friend, and she was like, not Sheree, but it was my other friend. I don't know if I talked to y'all about this first. No, I think I talked to her about it first. So we was talking about like, oh, you should make him believe like you're not coming, and we basically like canceled that I was coming up there and stuff, and it will just surprise him when I go up there. So her dad had paid for my ticket to own the train to go there and back, because he, like, I was spending time with her, but I also wanted to spend time with him. But I was there it was felt like half and half. Like, I was there to see her because I haven't seen her in a while, and I wanted to see her college and stuff and have fun, but I also wanted to see him and surprise him, and yeah. So y'all, this story is so crazy. So basically, after that happened, I think I told you and Deja, right?
Mm-hmm.
I told them that I was gonna go to Salisbury. Oh shit, I was gonna tell the place. Oh well, I was gonna go to Salisbury to surprise him, and you know, since he wanted to see me and we missed each other and all this long distance shit. Y'all, I don't know if I can do long distance, because I'm more of the type of person, like, I understand, like, I ain't gonna lie, I do have some insecurities when it comes to dudes because of so much, like, stuff that happened to me. Like, I'm very insecure in some areas. Not, like, towards my body or something, but, like, you know, when you talk to a dude nowadays, they always revert to sex, or they don't really get to know you first before trying to quote-unquote link with you. And I'm just, like, even though I was born this generation, I'm pretty much old school. Like, I want you to, you know, like, you're supposed to be chasing me, boy. You're supposed to be chasing me, and you need to take me on dates and stuff like that. Like, if you want to get to know me, that's all you, like, into, like, telling, like, a dude telling me he want to do this stuff to me, that doesn't do nothing to me. But if you're telling me, like, oh, we're gonna be together forever, boy, come here, we're gonna be together forever, what? Like, I like that type of stuff. Like, all that other shit y'all niggas be talking about, that does not do anything to me. Like, It doesn't do anything. Like, what do you... No. I'm too grown for that stuff. Anyways. So, back to the story. So, I was like, okay. So, I picked the weekend to come up there because she's like, oh, okay, just make sure you have this. Because they had a basketball game. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to go and stuff. So, yeah, she was like, just make sure you have all this. So we didn't tell him. I was acting when we would be on the phone. When I would be on the phone with him, I would act like, oh, like I really missed you. Like, I'm sorry I can't come up there and see you and stuff like that. Like, acting. But so I think I left on a Friday and I went back that Sunday. Y'all, when I tell you this was the worst weekend, one of the worst weekends of my life, I truly mean that. Like, it was absolutely terrible. So that Friday, I got there sometime in the afternoon, I think. So let me tell you the first thing that happened. When I got there, I caught from school, I caught an Uber to the train station. Then I was waiting there. The train was smooth. Like, I would go on the train again. Like, I just want to go on the train again just for the fun of it. And then when I got to their school, well, not their school, but when I got to their train station in their town, I called an Uber to go to her school. So then after that, when I was getting the Uber, when I got to her dorm, by that time I noticed that I lost my jacket. And I really liked that fucking jacket, y'all. I really did. I lost my jacket. So I was like, oh my God, like, that's one thing. Oh my goodness. Y'all was going smooth. It was going smooth for a good minute.
Like butter.
I'm weak. But yeah, so that's happened. So I was like, oh my God, like, when we see each other, we was like, oh my God, like, I miss you. Like, I'm here on your campus. Like, bitch, we about to turn the fuck up and stuff. So it was okay. So then we went back to her room, and I think he still was in class. Because I surprised him that day. So, yeah. So I went back to her room, put my stuff there, because she didn't have a roommate, so it was just her in the room. So I could spend the night there and all that other stuff. So, yes, we had made sure all this stuff was all this was set in stone before we had, before I just go up in there and she got a roommate. Like, then what the hell I'm going to do? No, we're not doing that. We got to plan stuff out. But obviously we ain't plan. Well, I didn't plan this out the way it should have. Whatever. So after she did that, she was like, okay, he's in class right now. We can surprise him after we go out to class. I was like, okay, let's go. So I'm like, this whole time I'm meeting all her friends, and the people she talked to and stuff. And I was like, oh, they cool peoples. Like, I fucked with them. But yeah, so we went to his classroom. We was waiting for him, and we was just sitting outside, y'all. I was so fucking nervous, y'all. I was so nervous because I didn't know what his reaction was gonna be. Like, I was literally there in flesh and blood at his campus, at his building, his class building. So we was like, I was like, oh my God, like, my friend was recording and everything. So, like, he finally came out the door, and she was right there, and then she moved, and then he saw me and stuff, and he was like, oh, snap. What? Oh, snap.
He said that.
And then he side hugged me. Huh?
He said that.
Yeah. He said that. He said, oh, snap. Like, yeah. He said it like that, y'all. And I'm like, the fuck? Like, bitch, your girlfriend is here. I had to catch a train to come to you. Like, you give me an old snap and a side hug? The fuck? First red flag. So then I was like, okay, whatever. And then I'm not sure what we did after that. But, yeah. So I think that night, I spent the night in his room. Y'all, when I tell you I hated it with a passion. First of all, he stuck me in there, and then first of all, everybody knows I'm loudmouth. I am a loudmouth person. Mm-hmm. So he kept telling me to be quiet, but not in like, baby, quiet, like, please, I don't want to get caught. Because they wasn't allowed to have girls in their dorm because it was an all boys dorm. So I was like, so he just like, he didn't say it like in a nice way. He was just like, can you be quiet? Like, I was like, this nigga got me fucked up, y'all. Y'all didn't understand. Like, I was so close to just leaving. Like, I was just like, I'm just go back to Kendra's room. Even though Kendra was at her little sneaky link and all this other stuff. But I was texting her all throughout the night. Like, y'all, I could not go to fucking sleep because it was so fucking cold in that room. He had it on 60. Like, I like my rooms cold and stuff when I have cover that I can make myself somewhat warm. He took up the whole bed. Mind you, they bed's not that big. So he slept this way. Okay, so let's say the bed is facing this way. He slept like how a normal person sleeps. For me, I slept like to like the foot. So we was opposite. So I was just fucking freezing. Then his roommate, at first when I got there, y'all, he thought we was about to do something. Oh my God, I knew it was fucking gonna do that. Who was about to do something with you, sir? I said I came up here to surprise you and so we can hang out and stuff. I did not say we was about to do nothing. The fuck? The nerve. So I was like, what are you doing? Like, y'all, I know he felt embarrassed because he had the speakers on loud and everything. And I know my mama gonna see this. But like, I was like, boy, what is you doing? We're not doing nothing. Like, what is you doing? So, yeah, after he really figured out that we're not doing anything, he got mad. And I was like, okay, we can watch a movie or something. And he was like, what we gonna watch? Like, he had a whole attitude with me. Boy, I didn't say nothing about us doing anything. What is you talking about? Like, what? No. Like, he had me bent. He had me bent all the way backwards. Cause what the fuck? Anyways, so at that point, I was just like, okay, like I'm aggravated. And mind you, I'm texting my friend throughout this whole time, like, oh my gosh, like he got an attitude with me now because I don't want to do nothing with him and all this other stuff. Like, I was just like, oh my God, like he pissing me off. So yeah, so I was just there throughout the night. And then his roommate came back in because his roommate was supposed to be gone for whatever reason. But yeah, his roommate came back in the middle of the night, and it was so awkward because I was just sitting. I was just like, I was laying down, but I was up, and I was fucking freezing. Like, it was cold as shit. Then his roommate left, and then I took my so then it was like something in the morning. At this point, it was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. But I really had to pee, y'all, because I was holding my pee all night. I couldn't just go out the dorm because it's a boys' dorm, and I didn't want him to get caught. So I'm trying to speed this up because we're near her house. But yeah.
They not see me.
What the fuck? Anyways, so yeah. So I woke him up because I had to really pee. Like, I was about to piss my pants. And I was like, I gotta use the bathroom. He was like, are you serious? Y'all, with a dead face, he said that. Are you serious? I said yes.
Why she telling us, y'all? He just get on my nerves thinking about it.
Yes, like that shit pissed me off. And he was like, are you serious? And I was like, yes, I have to pee. Like, what do you mean, am I serious? So he was like, huh. Like, he pissed me off. He was like, huh. And I was like, oh my God, like, I'm ready to go the fuck home. So I was like, Kendra said, so, oh shit, I didn't mean to say her name. Fuck it, I don't care. By this time, I don't care. I ain't gonna tell y'all his name. It don't matter, but yeah. So,
it's gonna be Bob in this.
Bob, that's nowhere near his name, so I guess so. So Bob catch an attitude with me, and I was just like, okay, whatever, I'm ready to fucking go. So I contacted Kendra, and I was like, Kendra, like, we gotta go. Like, I gotta go. Like, he's pissed me off. I don't want to, like, I was just over it at this point. And it was something in the morning, y'all. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was praying that Kendra was up, and she was. And I thank the Lord that she was up, because if I had to stay there any longer, I probably would have cussed his ass out, like dead ass. That's how bad he pissed me off. So after that, she finally came and got, like, he had to take walk me out and stuff so we wouldn't get caught. And then I met up with Kendra and I left with her and all that other stuff. I said, girl, I was so angry. Like, y'all understand, I was so angry. So then after that, it was a basketball game that day. And I was like, okay. So me and her got dressed up. We got dressed alike. So we both wore like blue, white, I think. Blue and white and some other color, I think. So we went to the basketball game. I left my student ID because if I would have brought I left my student ID at her dorm room. If I would have brought my student ID, it would have been like $5, but it was $10, and he paid for me. But he had a whole attitude the whole time he paid for me. So when me and Kendra went in to sit on the bleachers, he did not when we was walking to the bleachers, I saw my friends from my old school, so I was like, hey, like I was talking to them and stuff. And then me and Kendra went to sit on the bleachers. He did not sit with us. He did not sit with us at all. He sat at the bottom with his friends. Yeah. So I was like, okay, whatever. I don't give a fuck if he angry. I really don't care. At this point, he's blowing me. Like, if I was high, he would have blew my fucking high the minute he said it was bad, y'all. So then after the game, because I was lit the whole game, like me and her was talking and all this other stuff, and then we saw one of these dudes who, that's a long story too. I'm gonna tell y'all about that story time too, but not today. But yeah, so that day went by, and me and Kendra was just chilling. Kendra went to go see her boo or something. I think I stayed in the room, unless she stayed with me. I don't really remember. But all I remember is, no, I was by myself, and then I contacted Kendra, because, I'm going to say his name. Bob. So Bob contacted me. No, he didn't contact me. He was sending me voice messages. He was drunk, y'all. He was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I didn't mean to do all this and that. And then he was crying. He was like, how he don't deserve me and all this stuff. And then what is happening? And me being a girl, like, even though I was pissed as shit at him, like, me being a good girlfriend I was like, okay, like, I'm like, what is happening? And I was trying to call him and stuff, and I think he answered. And I was like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? Like, what is happening? Like, where your friends at and stuff? And I don't know if he responded back or something, but it was scary. Like, Kendra was pissed at him. She was pissed at him because he said that. He was like, oh, I want to do this to myself. I don't mean to put his business out there, but that's what he was telling me. But I was just like, that's like, what is happening? Like, you get drunk and say all this stuff. And I know he wasn't mentally stable, like, at the time. I don't know if he not none of my business now, but like at that time he wasn't really mentally, there and ready for a relationship. So I was like, oh my God, like, I don't understand what happened. And then like Sunday came, it was my day leaving, so I wanted to see him before I left. And then he made Kendra cry because all the stuff he said about doing the stuff to himself and all this other stuff. He made Kendra cry, and I was on the verge of tears, but I wanted to be strong and whatever, like the strong girlfriend, since he was the one breaking down. And I wanted to be strong for Kendra because she's crying because of all this stuff that's happening. So I was like, okay, like, we saw him, and then I left to go back to school. When I came back to school, I think it was sometime that week, I believe. And he texted me, and he was like, he said something, but he ended up breaking up with me. And I honestly was really hurt because, okay, y'all, I'm about to wrap this up because it's the end of the video. But yeah, so basically he broke up with me, and then I was just like, I had like a mental breakdown. But everybody had to, like, my friends was like, you a bad bitch. Like, bitch, don't ever, like, let yourself go for a nigga. Don't ever. Because at the end of the day, you did what you could, and if he couldn't respect you and he didn't want you, then that's his problem. That's not my fucking problem. Because I know at the end of the day, I'm a bad bitch. I'm a wife, and I'm the whole package. So if you don't get me or you don't want me, then another nigga will, and he will treasure me. The fuck? Material. Point blank. Oh my God, what is happening? Exactly. It's what she said. So yeah, that's what happened. This is the story time. Honestly, I probably will never do that again. Like, just because of that experience has traumatized me. Like, I will never do that again. But yeah, that's it in this video, y'all. Thank y'all for listening and watching and supporting and all that stuff. Yeah, so we about to go eat because I'm hungry. But yeah, bye. That's it in this video. Bye.